Dan Asher coming to you from DrupalCon 2012. I'm a developer with JBS International. I had the chance to sit down with one of the guys from Aquia and talk with them about why he was dressed as Wyatt Erp and the importance of the Drupal community.
My name is Kieran Lal, and I've been in the Drupal community for about 8 years, and member of the Drupal Association, and I've served on the board of the Drupal Association. Also coordinate the Drupal security team, and have been involved in running a couple of DrupalCons, and I work full-time at Aquia as the Director of Technology for Enterprise Sales.
So, what are you dressed as? Why are you dressed as this?
Well, I think one of the things that happens when you have a vibrant open source community that is really driven by developers is that they, when they come to events like this, there's a certain amount of trepidation about the businesses that are here and what's the motivation, right? Effectively, you have this interesting intersection of Drupal, which is developers, hardcore people who write PHP, site assemblers, people who theme sites, assemble sites, and then businesses that are trying to use Drupal and sell Drupal's consulting services. And sometimes those cultures are overlapping, and so there sometimes can be some tension between the different audiences there. And so I've found, since I started running some of the original DrupalCons, that showing up in costume helps to set a mood of levity around Drupal and for people to you know, just remember that Drupal's really about fun, right? It's not that boring old corporate stack of do your job and only enjoy your job. It's actually got a huge social component to it, and it's that fun, and it's that camaraderie, and it's that sense of community which brings passion to working on Drupal. And that passion results in people staying up all weekend and working on their modules and working on their sites and being excited and wanting to show off. And you get that kind of enthusiasm and energy from your internal staff about working on projects because they feel like they own it, and they do own that code, and they can contribute back to Drupal.org, and it becomes part of their profile and part of the intellectual property that they're doing. And so there's so much more for companies that are looking to use Drupal because their staff can get involved in ways that they can't in other technology stacks.
What would you say to .NET developers who want to make the jump over to Drupal?
Well, I think .NET is a fabulous framework. It's a fabulous platform, and so there's a lot of upsides to it. And we definitely have a bunch of people in the Drupal community who put Drupal on the front end and plug into .NET on the back end. And so I think that can be a really great transition point, particularly taking something like the Drupal services module and learning how to put services on a service bus, and maybe a .NET service bus, and be able to talk from a front end on Drupal to a back end on .NET. So I don't think Drupal.NET's going to go away, but it's hard to compete with a community of 16,000 active developers writing contributed modules, contributing them onto Drupal.org, and allowing you to assemble components of a website and build them. And so people can build websites really fast. I think the other thing that you have to recognize is that, you know, when you look at how IT is being adopted worldwide, consumers are looking for quick, easy ways to integrate with websites. Developers and technologists are looking for things that are more accessible. And what people are saying is PHP is free, it's open source, so it's accessible to a huge pool of developers. And Drupal gets the job done and can often get 80% of the job done by downloading and configuring modules correctly. So there's a lot to be said for you know, transitioning your skills to you know, instead of writing 100% of the websites in .NET that you've been writing custom, writing maybe 10 or 15%, and you can get many more projects done, and you get to be part of an amazing community of technical peers that that you know, can advise you.
Is there anything else you wanted to add?
You know, I think if you get a chance to come to the Drupal events, I think the thing that you're going to find is, you know, technology is only going to take you so far in a stack. You know, every set of technology's got its flaws, it's got its benefits, it's got its use cases. But I think what's special about Drupal is go to a local Drupal meetup and look at the passion, look at the enthusiasm. Realize we're living in a social world where the social contracts are just as important as the written contracts for getting the work done. And by helping somebody with a module at a Drupal user group, or helping, you know, using somebody's module and reporting back a bug, you're becoming part of this huge worldwide global collective intelligence about how to build websites and how to build web platforms. And by participating in that, you're able to you know, be part of a truly amazing phenomenon of the 21st century. And so, you know, I just encourage you to come and join, because we're having a lot of fun and we're going to grow like crazy.
Keep on coming back for more updates from DrupalCon 2012.